Hey guys, back at it. This is day 113 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. I am so thankful to have you guys listening in and to be here. Every day is amazing. Every day is wonderful. Wake up and you have just such a fresh look on life. And I just wish that on everybody that instead of waking up and immediately feeling heavy and depressed and sad, that you wake up and you feel energized and revived and ready to tackle the world. So let's get into it. Day 113. So today was the first day back in the house after the weekend trip, after the kids, were at grandma's and everything. So this is not normal, but we all slept until very, very late. I would have to say like noon to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is completely ridiculous to me. But yes, it did happen. I let the kids sleep as long as they possibly could sleep. I didn't bother them. I woke up at one point in the morning and connected with my love via text, but I went back to sleep. And I literally didn't wake up until noontime. So after having such an amazing sleep in my own bed, in my own space, I actually had a lot of clarity on those issues that had come up. And I realized that I was not at my full capacity. I was not offering my full self to myself or to the people around me. That I was still living in a lot of fear, and that fear was covering up part of me. And it's kind of crazy to realize that you thought you were at 100 capacity, or at least 90% capacity, and then to uncover something and be like, oh shit, I was actually like hiding all of this stuff, and it was the fear that was hiding it, and I wasn't at 100% capacity or even 90%. That I was only at like 50. And so now with uncovering this, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to step into this full capacity, this full power. And so I just text my love and I was like, hey, this is what happened. This is what I was dealing with. This is kind of what I uncovered and what I'm feeling. And I'm going to step into this. And it was more like a warning, like, hey, I don't know what this is going to look like, but I'm moving through this and going to kind of change the way that I'm behaving and acting and doing things in not like in a really weird way, or like I'm not completely shifting 365 degrees, but it's just I'm not sure what this looks like. And I don't want him to be like, what the heck is happening? Like, she's completely changed. What's with this change? So then there was like, a big text explanation of like, hey, this is what happened. I woke up and I just have all this clarity, and I just want you to be on the same page with me. So that was kind of cool. And I was so like the whole day, I mean, it wasn't a long day because we woke up so late, but the whole day just so excited and so happy and so joyful, and just like, what an amazing thing to uncover a part of you that you have had hidden and you didn't even know was there. It's like a treasure. It's exciting. It's like, oh, now I get to like step into this, and I don't know what that's going to look like, but it's really, really cool. So anyway, the day was really relaxing. The day was really exciting. There wasn't much of the day, but we did a lot of stuff at the house. Kind of reset some of the coffee stuff back because I have a pop-up coming up this weekend locally. My son and I were connecting and snuggling and talking about different things, and my daughter's just been relaxing, and every once in a while she'll pop down and just connect in her own way. So I mean, the whole day was really great, and then came the evening, which it wasn't too late, but my love and I were like preoccupied with, different things throughout the day. And it was like I guess I had not reached out, and so he was just reaching out to say, I love you and good night. And I was like, hey, I'm not going to bed. It's like vacation time. So kids are staying up later. I'm staying up a little later. So we were able to get on the phone and really chat about the realizations that I had shared with him in the morning, and kind of sort out some wording or some different things that he took away from what I said, and how that it was funny, but it wasn't accurate. And then we talked about the weekend, and we talked about like what's coming up. And for some reason we got talking about business stuff, and I'm really still kind of in the midst of figuring out what words were said or not said. But the conversation shifted very quickly into a space of, I felt very, I don't know if attacked is the right word, but I didn't like, I just felt like I was like defensive. Like something caused me to put up my armor, or shift into this mode of like, ooh, this doesn't feel good. I don't know what's happening. Like I just feel weird in this space, and I feel weird talking about this. And it was mostly just talking about business stuff. And we ended up ending the conversation quickly, and I was just like, I don't know what happened. I'm completely oblivious to what was said that made the shift happen. So I mean, I've been trying to work on myself and get better at just like not living in that feeling. So if I have a defensive negative feeling that happens, I'm trying to quickly shift myself out of it so that I'm not living in that. So even though I didn't have clarity on what happened, what exactly was said that created all these feelings and emotions, I shifted out of it. I shifted into bedtime mode, got my kids to bed, said goodnight, got myself into bed, shifted myself, kind of sent my love a text being like, hey, I don't know what the fuck just happened. I need some clarity. I'm feeling really lost here. And really like, I love you and all of that stuff. So put my phone on silent for bedtime, went to bed, and we'll see. I mean, at night, I typically do my self-Reiki, and I do my breath work now that I've incorporated. So I shifted myself into a mode of being relaxed, being calm, not thinking about what had just happened, and not thinking about all the possibilities of like what was said, what could I have done, like none of that. I just shifted myself in a completely different zone to go to bed. So yeah, that was not really the ending of the amazing feeling day that I had. But I mean, so like all these things I've been watching and seeing are funny because they're so relevant. And it's like, you cannot break through unless there's some resistance, unless it's hard for you to do so. It's not going to be, I mean, you can break through if it's easy, but it's not as big of a breakthrough. And the more layers and levels that we get through, the harder it is to break through, because these lower levels, these smaller, these deeper layers, they've been there for a long time. And they're like super crusty and super thick. And like this one I was unaware of. I was like, oh shit, like this is something I've had going on that I had no idea was there. And now I'm working through these things. And the shifts are harder. The breakthroughs are harder. But I want to grow. I want to learn. I want to be better. So I want to be aware of the words that I'm using. I want to be aware of my communication. I want to be aware of how I'm presenting myself. And there is a point of like, I don't give a shit, but there's also a point of I do give a shit for those people who are close to me. And I never want to be the person causing pain or hurt intentionally. So it's all about learning the way that we speak and the way that we understand. And if I say the sky is blue to somebody and they take it as offensive, like, you're telling me the sky is blue, I think the sky is green, or, whatever. And it's like, with me saying the sky is blue was not intentionally negative or intentionally hurtful. But if somebody else takes it that way, then that's the way that they perceive it. And I want to be very cautious about how I interact with the people that I love the most and that are closest to me. So for me to learn and grow and move through this is just about communication, and it's about being open and honest, and it's about me saying, hey, if I'm wrong, I'll be wrong, and I'll say I'm sorry, and I'll change and work on that. But if I am left here in the dark and I have no idea what the heck is going on, I can't change and grow and learn. You have to have some kind of direction to move through, instead of just standing there in the dark, like not being able to see what happened. So yeah, that, like I said, unexpected end to the evening, but hey, it was an amazing day. Working through stuff is never easy, so I accept the challenge. I move through it. I don't dwell on it. The universe is only going to bring me things that benefit me, right? So this is only going to benefit me in some way, and whatever that may be, it's going to be amazing, and I'm here for it. And I thank you guys so much for being here for me and listening and supporting me. And drop me a comment, like, share, subscribe, all the things. I'm just happy to be here and to share my life and share these little moments that I have, and maybe it resonated with you, and you're just here kind of learning along with me. And I love that. I thank you so much. And I hope you guys have a wonderfully amazing, awesome, fabulous, fantastic day. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.